Welcome to Rom Wills Money Matters. Think hard before buying a luxury good. Think real hard about it. Seriously, y'all. Seriously, you gotta think about it. And what's a luxury good? Well, goods are basically divided into what you need and what you just simply want. It's just that simple. And when you think about luxury goods, you think like some high-end label or something. Like you buying it for luxury, like high-end suits or something. But when you think about it, just some regular suits off the rack can be tailored, and they basically the same thing. Now they'll say, oh, it's better quality and all of that. And on a deep level, it could be, but let's be real. When people buying it, they ain't thinking about quality. They thinking about the name. In fact, luxury brands, they making money. They make big money because people buying it because they feel good about it. They don't really need it, and it's all about the feel good. And see, here's the problem with it. If you can afford it without any strain on your budget, oh, that's great. But let's be real, a lot of people buying it and full price, and there's a big strain. Like I use an example, y'all see me in the polos and Lacoste and all of that. Definitely luxury goods and everything. I haven't paid full price for one of them in decades. Because I will find a place. If you have to buy a luxury good, you just need, for whatever reason, maybe you just like it. Definitely get it find an outlet in your area. Find an outlet, and even then go when the stuff is on sale. So like with a polo shirt, it can cost $100. I'm usually buying it for $25. If you have to buy it. And even then, I haven't bought anything like that in a couple years. Just what I have still is still good shape. But I probably won't. Because I was like, what's the point of these luxury goods? What's the point of them? It's all about the name. And when I was in San Diego, I was driving that like BMW and everything. Not to talk trash about them, but I was like, it wasn't special to me. I was like, it had to be the name. It had to be the name on the car. In fact, it was some annoying aspects to the car. I was like, what good is this? You know? But that's a luxury good. And that's the thing to understand, that people will buy it. And you have some people, they get in trouble. Like if you get a lot of poor people, have y'all noticed that poor people seem to be wearing the most expensive stuff? If they can buy it, or they'll spend a lot of money. That was always a joke about like people living in a housing project. It was like, yeah, but they be fly though. Meanwhile, and you notice if you look at cars, like some of the like high-end cars, it's usually people who are quite frankly middle class. And they'll buy it just to feel good. Distinctly middle class. Meanwhile, someone who could pay cash for that same luxury car, like pay cash right there on the spot, they'll get a modest car. They will get a modest car. Because one thing about luxury goods, what they are wealth reducing liabilities. Any type of luxury good. Because you don't really need it for anything. And you're spending a portion of your wealth for it. It's actually smarter. It's actually smarter to put that same money into income producing asset. It's actually smarter. Now, if you can get luxury goods wholesale and sell them, well, okay. But then, of course, the luxury goods market is so big, you have a well-established counterfeit, like counterfeit goods market, just to counterfeit it. And then it's all psychological. Indeed, that's why a lot of people are broke, because psychologically they have to buy something. You know, my dear grandmother, may she rest in peace, one criticism I had was of a stereo system she had to get. She had to get this thing. Okay, she got it. She never once played it. Me and my sister would play it. Me and my sister would use it, but she never used it. But she didn't get it from us. She felt good with it. See, that's the thing. You got to think, do you really need it? Now, if you need a high-end car for business, or you like to drive or something like that, like it's actually good quality and everything, and is actually an asset to you. Okay. And then, you know, there are some more high-end goods, actually better quality clothing. Okay. Okay, I get it. But then a lot is no different. Like when I was in San Diego, I went to this local mall, like some high-end stores. And I was looking at the stuff and I'm like, okay, $1,000 for this? I've seen the same material, because I used to work retail, the same exact material, feel and everything, thread, you can even go with thread count. And I was like, I've seen the exact same material for, I'm looking at a sweater for $1,000. I've seen the same material in sweaters that you can get for $39.99 before the sale. And I'm like, wow. But somebody will buy it because they feel good to say, I can wear this, I can buy it. And there's always, you know, unfortunately we live in a society where, you know, that's important to feel good. I can buy it. Because I remember when I was young, you know, this dude, you know, we would roast each other, or what we call Joan on each other. And somebody said, you know, my shoes cost more than your whole outfit. And I'm thinking to myself, so they were ordinary shoes to me. It's like, but that's one of the things. And, you know, who benefits from that are the people who sell those products, make those products, sell them, you know. Those are the ones who benefit. But do you really benefit? Is it something you need, especially as you're trying to build up? Like I said, if you're making so much money, it doesn't even bother you. Oh, yeah, whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. But you have a lot of people who can't afford those, really, they can't afford those luxury products. Or even like getting a luxury car. You got to be able to keep it up. Because I remember when I was still married, there was a friend of the family wanted to give us a Mercedes. Because, well, she was that type of woman guys would just give her stuff. She wanted to give us a Mercedes. We didn't take it. And she even pointed it out to us. She said, yeah, but y'all got to be able to keep it up. We was like, we're not in that position, you know. Ended up getting just a regular car that, you know, a hoopty that was pretty good. But that's all we could deal with. See, that's the thing. You got to think hard. You know, deal with necessities first, especially when money's tight. You don't want all your money to go into clothing. And even when, you know, I know somebody still say, well, Rom, I see you with those polos, those Lacoste. Those are actually business expenses, because only place I really wear them is to make videos. And, you know, some people, they see that, they're like, oh, yeah. But other than that, I was like, I be wearing ordinary stuff around. You know, drive an ordinary car. But have more money in my account, which I can use then to get income producing assets. I want y'all to think about that, though. Really think about that. Like, if you have to, like, you just love it so much, or you actually going to use it, okay. But even then, think hard. Can you afford it? The upkeep, everything. Are you going to wear it enough? You know? I want you to really think about that. Because at the end of the day, you're just wearing a name. You're just wearing a name. Like I said, I've gotten the polos and Lacoste and everything. But y'all notice, I still have them. I haven't purchased anything new in that regard in a while. And probably won't. So, I want y'all to think about that, all right? In fact, there was somebody who was asking about the clothes, like the shirts I wear. Like they were looking real nice. And he wanted to know where I got them. I was like, man, those are just department store shirts. You know, got the same effect. Boom. You know, same effect, no symbol, but still the same outcome. They just look nice. So I want y'all to think about that. Think hard before buying a luxury good, okay? Anyway, y'all know the deal. Let's go make that money.